Hello everyone, welcome to another day of our 5 to Finish 2025. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of work as an entire body unit, laying down on our stomach and on our back. So if you're currently in my pregnancy or postpartum modifications, this is going to be a series that probably won't feel so good for you, but I will link a great one below, or you can do as much as feels comfortable for you. Parts of this will actually feel really great for you, but we'll kind of add in modifications throughout as well. Let's go ahead and get moving. Okay, so we're gonna start in an exercise called swimming prep. Now, swimming is an exercise that is done laying on the belly, but this is also able to be done in a quadruped position. So I'm gonna start with my legs and my arms out long in front and behind me. And then all I'm gonna do is drop my head down to the floor. Now to start, I'm just gonna lift my right arm, left leg, and lower back down. Then lift my left arm, right leg, and lower back down. Now, as I'm moving here, I'm paying attention to my spine staying long and my hips staying square. Big exhale as I lift, inhale as I lower. And as I'm moving here, I'm really thinking about keeping length through my spine and keeping my hips as square as possible. Now from here, we're going to move into our second layer of swimming prep, which is going to be all the way up in my quadruped position. From here, I'm going to imagine that there is a little ball or a cup of water on the back of my pelvis. And I do not want to tuck under too much, or else I'll lose that connection to the ball. From here, I'm going to drag my right arm, left leg out, and pull back in. Then the same thing, I'm going to reach the left arm, right leg, and pull back in. Now this is another layer of our swimming prep, and it's helping us to work in a slightly different range of motion. And as we're moving here, we're really thinking about getting length through the lat and the hamstring as we reach out, and then keeping that torso alignment as we move here. We have 3 more. 2. Last one, we're going to stay left arm, right leg lengthened, and we're going to do little lowers and lifts through the leg and the arm. And as we're moving here, if it's starting to feel necky at all, you can always move down to that elbow, and we're just doing some nice little breaths. Exhale and inhale. We have 5 more of these. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it there. Now from here, I'm going to have you bend that right elbow and straighten it, just working on stabilization through the core, even as we mess with the stabilizing arm. Last one. Now from here, I'm going to have you set the toe back down, set the hand back down. We're going to lift the knee. This is not part of the classical method. We're just doing something a little fun in between. And we're going to do little cross body knee taps, maintaining that shoulder stability, breathing deep. One more. From here, we're going to extend that leg back behind us, tap the toe back down, bend the right knee down, extend the right arm, left leg. Then we're going to tap back down to the floor. Reach away, tap back down. Exhale as we reach away, inhale as we lower back down. Breathing deeply. Now I want you to pull that head in line with the rest of the spine. I'm starting to look a little bit too low to the ground. And you're controlling that movement pattern as much as you can. Remember, you can always do an arm first, then a leg if that feels a little bit better through your core. Last one, hold it out. We're going to do little pulses up and down. Really thinking about cranking that right hip back, lifting through that left glute, and getting as parallel through the leg as possible here. You have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. We're going to bend and straighten through that left elbow. Three more. 2. Last one. Set the hand back down. Tap the toe under. Rock that knee from side to side. 3 more. 2. Last one. Hold it there. Extend the leg back behind you. Set the toe back down. We're going straight into leg pull front, so we're going to slide forward and back. We're letting the entire torso move together, keeping those shoulders as far away from the ears as possible. You can also do this by sliding the hips back, leaning forward, sliding the hips back, leaning forward with those knees down if you would like that modification. Continuing to move. 3 more. 2. Last one from here. We're going to hold and breathe. Lift the right leg, point, flex, and lower. Lift the left leg, point, flex, and lower. Lift the right leg, forward, back, lower. Forward, back, lower. Now we're going to switch the coordination. You ready? Flex, point, lower. Point, flex, lower. Push back, push forward, and lower. Push back, push forward, and lower. Push back, push forward, and lower. Last one. Push back, push forward, lower. Pike the hips up, bend the knees, push back into a little shell stretch. Whew. That is a difficult exercise. Every time I do it, I think I'm getting better, and then it gets harder and harder. From here, we are going to move into our traditional leg pull. So now we've turned around to the opposite side. Our feet are gently planted into the floor. Now we are going to start with a modification of the knees bent. Now this is not a technical modification, but I love this one because it helps us to get in proper alignment through the spine before we extend the legs. So we're going to take a big inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we're going to lift the hips forward. As we lower back down, the hips drop. And I want you to think about opening that chest up. If those shoulders are feeling tight, you can always widen the hands and face the fingers away from each other. But I do like my fingers pointing towards my hips. 3 more. 2. Last one. Hold it there. Breathe. We're going to do tiny little hip lifts and lowers. 3 more. 2. Last one. Hold it up and breathe. You're going to lift one leg up to a tabletop position. We're going to move through the same movement. Shift up, shift back down. Shift up, shift back down. Really punching through that chest, bending those elbows just a little so we're not hyperextending. Last one. Hold, extend the leg out, little lowers and lifts. Really lift through the chest, lift through the hips. 2 and 1. Switch legs, same thing, other side. We're going to lower the hips down, lift the hips up. Lower the hips down, lift the hips up. Breathing here. 2. Last one. Hold it there. Extend the leg. Lower and lift and lower and lift. You have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot back down. Lower the hips back down. Take a moment here. We're going to do a nice little curve over the legs, coming into a little forward roll. And then restack that spine. Again, rolling forward. Restacking that spine, just letting that spinal tissue calm down. The hips reset here. We're going to go into half roll back, keeping the legs long. Then I'm going to roll all the way over my toes. I'm going to do 10 total of these. This is our nice little break. And then we're going to go into our full leg pull front and maybe some hip circles to finish. You have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remembering again, as we come into that leg pull front this final time, if you are hyperextended through your joints, sometimes turning out through the knees is easier, sometimes going parallel through the knees is a little easier. But as we lift, if you're feeling your knees hyperextend or go past the point where they're supposed to be, you can always bend your knees just a little as we're moving here. So when you're ready, we're going to put pressure in those toes. We're going to open through the spine. Big inhale. As we exhale, shoot the hips forward, lift through the spine. Lower back down. Again, exhale, lift and open. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift and open. Inhale, lower back down. Now as you're moving, really thinking about pushing through your toes, keeping your spine nice and tall. We have one more. We're gonna stay up. We're gonna march one leg up, lower and lift 3 times. 2. Last one, switch sides, same thing. Come all the way out of it. And you guys, we're gonna finish with some hip circles. So I'm gonna bring my hands wider this time, bringing my legs up to tabletop to start. I'm gonna circle my legs around and to center. Around and to center. And I'm continuing to breathe here. And I'm gonna open my chest up just a little more. Now let's add the legs all the way straight if you can. Three more. 2. Remember, you can always drop down to your elbows if this feels like too much. Hold and breathe. Reach one arm off the ground, reach the other arm off the ground. We're gonna hold in our teaser. You can also hold at the back of the knees and bend the knees if that feels better. You choose. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way out of it. And you guys, we are done for today. I hope you loved that quick and efficient flow to open our chest back up, especially if you sit in a desk all day. This is such a great exercise to be doing day to day in your life. Let me know what you think below, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.